Eala'S defeat sparks massive reaction after Sandro Viaene'S speaks out. The dream ended on the grass of Wimbledon, but for millions of fans, it felt like the beginning of something much bigger. When Eala walked off the court after her Wimbledon defeat, there was disappointment, of course. Every athlete dreams of taking one more step, winning one more match, and moving closer to a Grand Slam title. That dream would have to wait. But while the scoreboard showed a loss, the reaction from tennis fans around the world told a completely different story. Across social media, thousands of messages poured in within minutes. Fans from the Philippines thanked her for making history. Tennis analysts praised her fearless style of play. Even people who had never watched Eala'S compete before suddenly wanted to know more about the young Filipina who had captured the attention of one of the sport's biggest stages. For many observers, Wimbledon wasn't the end of Eala'S breakthrough. It was the tournament that officially introduced her to the global tennis audience. Throughout the event, she displayed the qualities every future champion needs. She stayed composed during pressure-filled moments. She played with confidence against experienced opponents. Most importantly, she refused to be intimidated by the occasion. That mindset earned respect far beyond the final result. While some headlines focused on the disappointment of elimination, many tennis experts pointed to something more important. Eala'S had shown that she belonged on one of the biggest stages in professional tennis. Her journey to this point had never been easy. Growing up in the Philippines, where tennis doesn't receive the same level of attention as basketball or boxing, Eala'S pursued a dream that many believed would be incredibly difficult to achieve. She trained relentlessly, left home at a young age to continue her development, and dedicated countless hours to improving every aspect of her game. Those sacrifices slowly began to pay off. Year after year, her ranking improved, her confidence grew, her victories over higher-ranked opponents became more frequent. Every tournament added another chapter to a story that inspired young athletes throughout the Philippines. By the time she arrived at Wimbledon, expectations were already rising. Fans believed she could surprise the tennis world. Many hoped she could become the first Filipina to make a deep run at one of the sport's most prestigious tournaments. As the matches unfolded, those hopes became reality. Eala'S demonstrated remarkable maturity for such a young player. She played aggressive tennis, trusted her powerful ground strokes, and competed with the confidence of someone who believed she belonged among the world's best. Commentators repeatedly praised her court awareness, mental toughness, and ability to remain calm under pressure. Every victory attracted new supporters. Every highlight spread across social media. Every interview revealed the same humble personality that fans had admired since the beginning of her career. Then came the match that ended her Wimbledon campaign. It was emotional, it was difficult, and naturally, it left millions of supporters heartbroken. Yet sometimes, a defeat tells us far more about an athlete than a victory ever could. As Eala'S thanked the crowd and walked toward the tunnel, applause echoed throughout the stadium. It wasn't simply appreciation for one match. It was recognition of everything she had accomplished during the tournament. That respect would soon become the biggest story of all. Because in the hours following her defeat, voices from across the tennis community began sharing their thoughts, not about what Eala'S had lost, but about what she had gained. And among those reactions, one message would stand out for reminding fans that greatness isn't always measured by the final score. If there was one lesson Wimbledon taught the tennis world, it was this: sometimes a player earns more respect in defeat than many do in victory. In the hours after Eala'S tournament came to an end, the conversation slowly began to change. Instead of focusing only on the final result, analysts, journalists, and fans started looking at the bigger picture. What had Eala'S actually accomplished during those 2 unforgettable weeks? The answer was much bigger than one match. She had proven that she could compete on one of tennis' biggest stages without fear. She showed that her aggressive style wasn't just capable of producing exciting highlights, it could challenge experienced players under the brightest spotlight in the sport. For a young athlete still building her career, that realization mattered more than many people understood. Grand Slam tournaments have a unique way of revealing who truly belongs. Every point carries enormous pressure. Every mistake is magnified. Every player knows millions of people are watching from around the world. Some athletes shrink under that pressure. Others discover another level. Throughout Wimbledon, Eala'S consistently looked like she belonged. Her movement around the court was confident. Her shot selection became more mature as the tournament progressed. Even during difficult moments, She rarely allowed frustration to control her emotions. That composure caught the attention of experienced observers. Former players and commentators noted that while technical skills can always improve, confidence on the biggest stage is something much harder to develop. Alex already seemed to possess it. That became one of the biggest talking points after her exit. Instead of asking whether she had the talent to succeed, many people began asking how high her ceiling could actually be. Could she become a regular presence in the second week of Grand Slams? Could she break into the world's elite? Could she eventually compete for major championships? Those questions were no longer unrealistic dreams. They had become legitimate possibilities. Back home in the Philippines, the emotional reaction was impossible to ignore. Sports bars replayed highlights from her matches. Television networks revisited key moments from her Wimbledon campaign. Social media platforms filled with messages thanking Alex for inspiring a new generation of Filipino athletes. Young tennis players posted photos practicing on neighborhood courts, saying they wanted to follow the same path. Parents spoke about introducing their children to tennis after watching Alex compete against the world's best. Coaches noticed growing interest in junior programs. For many people, her influence extended far beyond professional tennis. She had become proof that athletes from the Philippines could compete with the world's strongest competitors through discipline, patience, and relentless hard work. That impact cannot be measured by rankings alone. It cannot be measured by prize money. And it certainly cannot be measured by a single match result. Alex herself handled the disappointment with remarkable maturity. During interviews after the tournament, she focused less on the loss and more on the lessons she planned to take into future events. She acknowledged there were areas where she still needed to improve. She spoke about learning from every experience. Most importantly, she made it clear that Wimbledon was never intended to be the final destination. It was another important step in a much longer journey. That attitude impressed many within the tennis community. The greatest champions rarely allow one defeat to define them. Instead, they use disappointment as motivation. History has shown that nearly every Grand Slam winner experienced painful losses before lifting their first major trophy. Those setbacks became valuable teachers. Many observers believed Alex was now entering that same stage of development. The experience she gained on the grass courts of Wimbledon could become one of the most important building blocks of her career. As discussions continued across television, podcasts, and social media, one theme kept appearing again and again. People weren't talking about a player whose dream had ended. They were talking about a player whose future suddenly looked brighter than ever. And that growing belief would soon be reinforced by respected voices throughout the tennis world, who saw in Alex Eala'S something that statistics alone could never fully explain. As the emotions surrounding Wimbledon gradually settled, one reality became impossible to ignore. Alex Eala'S performance had changed the conversation, not just about her own future, but about the future of tennis in the Philippines. For decades, Filipino athletes have excelled in sports like boxing, basketball, weightlifting, and billiards. Tennis, however, remained a sport where reaching the highest international level seemed almost impossible. Alex was beginning to change that perception. Her Wimbledon campaign proved that a Filipino player could stand confidently on one of the sport's grandest stages and compete with the world's elite. She wasn't there simply to gain experience. She was there to win matches, challenge top opponents, and show that she belonged. That difference mattered. Young athletes across the country suddenly had someone they could relate to. Instead of watching international stars from a distance, they were watching someone who shared their culture, represented their flag, and had traveled the same difficult road toward professional tennis. In tennis academies throughout the Philippines, coaches reported renewed excitement among junior players. More children were picking up rackets. Parents who had never seriously considered tennis began asking about lessons and local tournaments. Alex's success was creating something far bigger than headlines. It was creating belief. Belief is often the first step toward lasting change. Every successful sports nation has experienced a breakthrough moment, a single athlete who inspired thousands of others to dream bigger than previous generations ever imagined. Many observers believe Alex Eala'S could become that athlete for Philippine tennis. What impressed experts even more was the way she handled herself throughout the tournament. Her performances reflected maturity, beyond her years. She remained calm during pressure-filled moments. She respected every opponent. She accepted victory with humility and defeat with grace. Those qualities earned admiration from people who value character just as much as athletic ability. Several tennis commentators noted that Alex never appeared overwhelmed by the occasion. Whether she was walking onto a packed court or speaking with reporters afterward, she carried herself with quiet confidence. That composure cannot be taught overnight. It develops through years of discipline, experience, and learning how to manage both success and disappointment. Those experiences are shaping the player Alex continues to become. Professional tennis is often described as a marathon rather than a sprint. A career isn't built in one tournament. It's built through hundreds of matches, constant adjustments, and the willingness to improve after every setback. Every champion has experienced painful defeats. The difference is how they respond. Alex has repeatedly demonstrated that she views losses as opportunities to grow instead of reasons to lose confidence. That mindset has become one of her greatest strengths. It explains why coaches and analysts remain so optimistic about her future. Physically, her game continues to evolve. Mentally, she appears stronger with every major tournament. And emotionally, she has shown an ability to handle enormous expectations without allowing outside pressure to distract her from her long-term goals. Those qualities rarely develop by accident. They are built through years of sacrifice, countless training sessions, and an unwavering commitment to improvement. As tennis fans looked ahead to the next stage of the season, excitement surrounding Alex only continued to grow. The discussion was no longer centered on one Wimbledon defeat. Instead, people were asking a different question. How much higher can she climb? Every tournament ahead would provide another opportunity to gain experience, improve her ranking, and continue proving herself against the world's best. For Alex, Wimbledon was never meant to define her career. It became another stepping stone towards something even greater. And if her journey has already inspired millions before reaching its final destination, many believe the most unforgettable chapters are still waiting to be written. The tennis world now understands something Filipino fans have believed for years. Alex Eala isn't simply chasing history anymore. She is steadily building it, one tournament at a time. As the excitement surrounding Wimbledon slowly settled, one important truth became clearer with every passing day. Alex Eala'S story was no longer being measured by a single tournament. It was becoming a story about long-term growth, determination, and the steady rise of a player who continues to earn respect at every stage of her career. For many athletes, a difficult loss can become a turning point. Some allow disappointment to shake their confidence. Others use it as motivation to improve. Everything Alex has shown throughout her young career suggests she belongs in the second group. From the beginning, her journey has never been built on shortcuts. Every improvement in her ranking has come through years of disciplined training, long hours on the practice court, and countless sacrifices behind the scenes. The public sees the matches and the celebrations, but few people witness the daily routine required to compete at the highest level of professional tennis. Early morning conditioning sessions, hours of technical drills, video analysis, fitness training, recovery work, traveling from one tournament to another with little time to rest. That demanding lifestyle has shaped Alex into the competitor fans see today. Her coaches have often emphasized that success in tennis isn't determined by one spectacular performance. Instead, it's built through consistency, the ability to compete at a high level week after week, regardless of the surface, the opponent, or the pressure. That consistency is exactly what Alex continues to develop. During Wimbledon, she demonstrated several qualities that experts believe separate promising players from future champions. She remained composed after losing important points. She stayed aggressive instead of becoming overly cautious. She trusted her game even against experienced opponents with far more Grand Slam experience. Those characteristics cannot always be measured by statistics. They are mental strengths. And in professional tennis, mental strength often makes the difference between good players and great champions. The experience gained during Wimbledon will likely benefit Alex for years to come. Every match against elite competition provides valuable lessons. Every difficult situation teaches a player how to manage pressure more effectively. Every setback becomes another opportunity to grow stronger. Many legendary champions have described their toughest defeats as the moments that taught them the most. Rather than avoiding failure, they learned from it. That same opportunity now stands before Alex. As the tennis calendar moves forward, New tournaments will bring fresh challenges, different opponents, different playing surfaces, different expectations. Each event offers another chance to improve, adapt, and continue climbing the rankings. The encouraging part for Alex's supporters is that her development appears far from complete. Her game continues to evolve. Her confidence continues to grow. And perhaps most importantly, her belief in herself has never seemed stronger. That confidence has inspired fans well beyond the Philippines. Around the world, tennis followers have begun recognizing Alex as one of the sport's most exciting young talents. Her fearless style of play, combined with her calm personality away from the court, has earned admiration from people who appreciate not only great tennis, but also professionalism and humility. Those qualities have also attracted increasing attention from sponsors and media organizations. Companies naturally look for athletes who represent more than victories alone. They value discipline, leadership, authenticity, the ability to inspire others. Alex has steadily demonstrated each of those qualities throughout her career. For young athletes watching her journey, perhaps the most important lesson is this: success rarely follows a straight path. There will always be setbacks. There will always be difficult days. There will always be moments when progress feels slower than expected. What matters most is the willingness to keep moving forward. That lesson extends far beyond sports. It applies to students chasing academic dreams, professionals building careers, entrepreneurs starting businesses, anyone working toward a goal that requires patience and persistence. Eala'S Wimbledon journey reminded millions that true progress isn't always reflected on the scoreboard. Sometimes, the greatest victories happen quietly, in the confidence gained from experience, the respect earned from competitors, and the determination to return stronger than before. And as the next chapter of her career begins, one thing has become increasingly clear. The tennis world is no longer asking whether Eala belongs among the sport's rising stars. The conversation has shifted to something much bigger. The question now is just how far her remarkable journey can go.